Big games like really big occasion. What does it mean to you?
I mean, I've been a part of a few of them now, and it's a really special night. It's to see the Red Army turn pink. It's a pretty special environment, and to have come in and listen to some stories and hear them speak last week was really special. So, yeah, you always find that extra gear to sort of get up and about for it.
Have you had any connection to anyone who's gone through this?
Fortunately, no, I haven't. No one in my family or close friends have, but I've definitely got mates that have had, either a mum or someone close pass because of it, and you can only help but feel for people like that, and all we can do is help support. But yeah, if we can just to be out there helping raise money for a great cause is, if that's the contribution that we give, then that's I'm happy to be a part of it.
Does it feel like more than a game when you're at? When we arrive at the venue, it feels like an event as much as a game. Does it feel like that when you're out there playing? Does it bigger than just a normal game of basketball?
For sure, and that's what I was saying. It's so you usually see the Red Army all dressed in red and up and about, but to see everyone in pink and really get behind such a great organisation and such a great thing it's really special to be a part of. And yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it.
This might sound really weird, but visually with the ball, does it take time to get used to that? The pink rather than seeing the black on the seams?
It's visually not so much, but it's virtually just them bringing out new basketballs. So we do bring them out, a week in advance to try and get used to the ball and wear them in because, it does definitely feel the new basketballs are a little bit to get used to. So, we obviously bring them out a week early and get a bit of a few practices and get a bit of a feel for it.
You've got a few back-to-back wins now, and you're feeling good. Is the kind of morale around the team changed at all? Or are you feeling kind of like your season is back on track at the moment?
I mean, yeah, I'd be lying if I said it didn't. But the feel amongst the group's great. Any chance you get to win basketball games it's much better than losing. But at the same time, it's every season's got ups and downs in it. It's never going to be all peaches and cream. So, we obviously dropped a few more than what we would have liked to. But you sort of look back on that, and there was 2 games. I missed a wide open shot at home to sort of. To take that game, and there's another one. I think we lost a close one at home. So if you take those 2 out, it's not as bad. But ultimately, I think even going through that rough patch, I think the group was in a pretty good state. We had no one really go off, drop their head, go individual. Everyone sort of stuck by each other, and we got a pretty talented group, and we knew it was going to turn around eventually.
There was a bit mad about the fans maybe dropping off a little bit during that poor run. Did you feel like they kind of came back to life in that last game? Were you feeling that the support was dropping a slight bit during that period?
I mean, for me, it didn't. I felt exactly the same. It was. I still was loud in there. It was. I still feel like everyone got behind us. I understand it in a way because the Wildcats have had such a a winning record. The previous years, and I mean, obviously not last year, but before that, I guess they're so. You get so used to winning, especially at home, and we weren't able to do that. So. I think the support was still great, and it's definitely was up and about last game, and hopefully we can keep it going moving forward.
Your former teammate Michael Fraser signed Illawarra and is kind of back in the league. What's your reaction to that, firstly?
Oh, I think it's fantastic. He's a great person. I think to be able to go into a system like theirs and sort of have that free-flowing option, I think that really suits him. We saw glimpses of it last year and sort of in and out with some injuries and some other stuff going on, and yeah, I'm super happy for him. I think he's going to be a great fit for that team, and ultimately, I'm looking forward to competing against him.
It's such a tough league to come in as an import because there's so much pressure on those players. We saw with Brady probably during the early part of this year. Do you think that, like you said, with Michael, he could maybe thrive a bit more in that kind of system as opposed to the one he was in last season?
I mean, I think that system's perfect for him. I think Illawarra are pretty free-flowing, and they're sort of at times they sort of just roll the ball out and play and. I think he can probably be that guy for them. Obviously Tyler Harvey played well last game, and I think they're sort of almost missing that guy alongside him to help when they need a bucket down the stretch to kind of go and get one or get a good look for them anyway. So, he's got that ability, and as I said, I'm super happy for him. I'm looking forward to competing against him.
And I guess your actual opponent coming up, Adelaide, you got better than last time. You're kind of confident that you'd be able to get the job done again this Thursday?
Yeah, for sure. Always go in every game confident. So you've got to try and come in on the front foot, but they're a different look group now. Obviously, they've lost Randall over that FIBA window over the break, and he was obviously one of the leading scorers in the league. Had the ball in his hands a lot, so I think their offense is a little different now. But we watched some film this morning, and watch some tomorrow, and be able to hopefully compete against some of their offenses. But I think the most part is we've got to come out and we've got to be able to continue to defend as 5. You know, I think that's it's been something that's really set the tone for us the last couple of weeks, and I think that's something that has really sparked our offense, and we've really been able to start to get a roll. So I think coming into Thursdays, we've got to be locked in because, as I said, they're a bit of a different look team now.
And how are you feeling at this point in the season? You also had a few injuries in the last 18 months, but 31 now, moving quite well. Got a bit of work on the massage table. We got up for a two-hander during the fast break there.
Yeah, I mean, I've had surgery roughly 12 months ago, and it was the first surgery I've ever had in my life. So a little bit different. Was going through that and learning how to deal with that. But for the most part, so I've obviously haven't had the start of the season I would have liked. I'm the first one to say that I've, like I said, a little slow start, and it's a long season though, and I feel like coming into training now, we put in too much work every day, not for it not to turn around, and I think I'm really starting to find my feet again. So hopefully going forward, continue to build on that and hope to contribute to a few more wins.